You ever wonder how that package you ordered just shows up at your door faster and faster every year? Well, the secret isn't just more trucks on the road or more people in warehouses. It's a brand new, way more powerful kind of AI that's completely changing the game, starting with that exact journey from the warehouse to your front door. So let's dig in and see how this all works.
Okay, so just imagine this for a second. What if the AI running a massive warehouse wasn't just, ticking boxes off a checklist? What if it could actually think for itself, set its own little goals, and adapt on the fly to solve problems, all to get that bigger job done? That right there, that's the revolutionary idea at the heart of everything we're talking about today.
And this really is a huge shift in what AI is becoming. We're moving way beyond simple automation. This is, well, it's an evolution. We're going from AI as a basic tool to AI as a genuine, intelligent teammate.
And this new teammate has a name: Agentic Artificial Intelligence, or AAI for short. The key word there is agency. This AI is built to make its own decisions, to set its own goals, and to learn and adapt without someone having to hold its hand the whole time. It's not just about doing a task, it's about understanding why the task is important and then figuring out the absolute best way to do it.
Now, it's so important to get that this isn't just some new buzzword. I mean, we've all seen simple AI agents, right? The little bots that can schedule a meeting for you, that's cool. But agentic AI is a whole different league. We're talking about a massive paradigm shift. It's about multiple AIs working together, remembering what worked and what didn't, and coordinating as a team to tackle huge goals, like, say, running an entire global supply chain.
So how does this actually work? What makes it so different? Well, the core of it comes down to how the AI thinks. Is it just following a rigid, pre-written script, or is it actually learning and adapting all on its own? This visual is the perfect way to see the difference. Think of traditional AI like a simple flowchart. If this happens, then do that. It's predictable, sure, but it's also rigid. Agentic AI, though, is much more like a living brain. It's a complex, interconnected network that can find new solutions when it runs into a problem, which, let's be honest, happens all the time in the real world of logistics. And the results of that difference? They're just staggering. When you look at the messy, unpredictable parts of logistics, like a sudden snowstorm or a supplier running late, Agentic AI just blows the old systems out of the water. It's not just a little better at making decisions or handling complexity, it's on a completely different level. This is a massive leap forward. All right, enough with the theory. Let's actually step inside a modern smart warehouse and see what this looks like in the real world, because this is where the rubber really meets the road. Let's start with just one number: 78%. What is that? That's a 78% drop in item picking errors. To put it simply, way fewer wrong items in your box and a whole lot more happy customers. And what about speed? How about this number? A 35.6% reduction in the average time it takes to pick a single order. Now, when you multiply that tiny bit of time by millions and millions of orders, the savings are just astronomical. And if we zoom out and look at the whole operation, the improvements are everywhere. Inventory accuracy, the absolute lifeblood of a warehouse, jumps from a pretty good 91% to a nearly perfect 98.6%. And at the same time, it uses space 30% more efficiently. So AI isn't just making one thing better, it's making the entire system smarter.
But the package's journey isn't over when it leaves the warehouse, right? So let's follow it out onto the street, because AI is also tackling what's famously the hardest and most expensive part of delivery, that final mile to your house.
How's this for a wow factor? An 8-fold reduction in missed deliveries. That's the difference between getting that annoying "sorry we missed you" note and actually having your package. It's a game changer for customer satisfaction. And the wins just keep coming. Since the AI is constantly rerouting drivers in real time to find the best path, fuel consumption drops by more than 21%. That's huge, and it's possible because the routes aren't static anymore. They're dynamic, they're risk adaptive. That means the system can react instantly to a traffic jam, a sudden storm, or even you changing your delivery instructions at the last minute. Okay, so all of this is incredibly impressive tech, but it leads us to the biggest question of all, doesn't it? What does all this mean for human jobs? And the answer is absolutely key. This is about collaboration, not replacement. It's about our roles evolving.
The new way of working is all about creating a true team. You start with those inefficient, costly processes. Then, the AI comes in to automate the really repetitive, data-heavy stuff humans aren't great at anyway.
But here's the magic ingredient: human oversight. People are there to monitor the AI, handle the weird edge cases, and provide insights, creating a super streamlined system where humans and AI work together.
So what does this new job description look like? Well, the focus completely shifts from manual labor to big-picture strategy. Your job is now strategic oversight, handling those really weird problems the AI has never seen before, and using all the data the AI is generating to make the whole system even better tomorrow than it was today. The jobs become more analytical and, honestly, a lot more interesting.
And look, this isn't just some optimistic theory. It's what the research is showing. As one of the source papers puts it, the outcome is that human work shifts towards analytical and supervisory roles. It's about us guiding these incredibly powerful AI agents. It really is a partnership.
So let's pull back and look at the big picture here. We've seen how agentic AI works, and we've seen the incredible results it's already getting. But what's the one thing you should really take away from all this?
This is it. This is the main idea. Agentic AI isn't just a slightly faster, slightly smarter version of the automation we already have. It is a fundamental change in our relationship with technology. We are moving from AI as a tool we use to AI as a collaborator we work with. And that leaves us with one last massive question. Because this technology isn't some far-off sci-fi concept, it's here, now. As AI continues to evolve from a simple tool into an active partner, the question isn't just for big companies, it's for all of us. How are we going to shape this shared future together?